Hello, everyone, and welcome to the XXC podcast. I am your host, Xavier Excellence Collier. It's been a super while. Here's my co-host, Alicia Schur.
Hey, what up, everyone?
So today we're going to do something different. We're going back to a D&D episode, but this time we're going to make it a narration episode because we just finished Stranger Things group one shot. But before that, I finished my solo one shot, and I have yet to record. So this is going to be recording. So I have a script. We have a few guests. If y'all want, y'all feel free to improv and not just go by word. But if y'all want to introduce yourselves.
My name is Benjamin. Ben, and I'm playing at least one character here that I can see, and I'm very excited to be as brutal to the characters as possible, and be as unliked as I can.
I am Kendra, also known as Not a Panda, and I'll be playing Cultist 1 and whatever female voices you need.
I'll jump in. Y'all know me. It's Alicia Share, but today I will be Princess 11.
Hello, I'm Nick, and I will be playing the door guard.
I'm Howard, or King Rock. I will be playing King T and the evil elf mage.
Thank you all for being here. We also have one more guest, Tyler, King T. Y'all remember him from Our Lady of Chaos. He'll be here in a while. And let me introduce my three characters. Hello, I am Heartgood the Wise. I'm a human druid. And some of y'all remember me from the ending to Our Lady of Chaos. And fun fact... Oh, hey, Tyler.
Hi.
Hey, did you want to introduce yourself and the character you're playing?
I don't even know if I have a character ready. I completely forgot.
We never gave you a character. Do you want to be a Lost Knight, or should we make you the Jelly for comedy?
I'll just play as the Lost Knight.
Okay. The only fun fact I have for Asa is he's always wearing a leather jacket. That's all I got.
Okay.
And also, he likes the wild shape as usually like an owl bear or a wolf, but he would probably never like to wild shape as a spider.
Who would want to be a spider?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Carmine the Bold, Half-Orc Bard, also a pirate of the Woodgraves crew. You will probably see me in a future campaign. And fun fact about me is I definitely love to annoy the crew with my singing or playing the lute. And my favorite fruit is definitely watermelons. This next voice is just, it's the hardest to do. Hello there, I am Xenmo, Hill-Dwarf Cleric, an acolyte, and my fun fact is when I'm not healing people, I like to mess around with potions and alchemistry and chemistry. That's all the three original characters I have, y'all. A druid, a half-orc pirate, and an old man cleric.
It sounds like you got the old man's voice down pat.
I like that one.
Not a professional voice actor, but we're going to try to get through this quickly. Those listening, I hope you enjoy. The story starts in a throne room at high noon. That was an Overwatch joke. There's knights, a king, and a hill dwarf waiting. A human druid arrives through the door, making his way to the king. King T?
Asher Heartgood, welcome, my friend.
They shake each other's hand.
How is your clan?
We've had a few...
How is your clan?
We've had a few bandit invasions, but we're holding up just fine.
Allow me to introduce you to an old friend of mine. Xenmo?
How do you do, young man? The druid shakes the dwarf's hand. How do you know the king? I I've served this kingdom plenty of times now. I can hardly recall all of them. What about you? I led the Emerald Conclave in protecting an enemy kingdom years ago. They even hired criminals and assassins to take them out. It was a long battle. I won't bore you with the details. Why are we here, Your Grace?
This time, my kingdom is in grave danger, and I need all the help I can get.
And then suddenly the doors open again, and here comes a half-orc in chains dressed as a bandit. Real nice hospitality you got here, Your Highness. Come on. I know I have a bounty on my head, but I haven't even tried to steal anything yet. There is no need for an execution.
You're right, there is no need. Guards, release him.
Now that's more like it. Those chains were a little too tight. You're hiring bandits now? Really, with all due respect, I think the two of us can handle whatever the mission is.
This is bigger than a bandit invasion. You're gonna need an extra fighter.
No, I know his type. A pirate. Survivor of the seas, but just another common criminal. Last thing I need is someone running away or stabbing me in the back. Oi, little nature boy, are we gonna have a problem here? Yeah, we are. I don't trust you, and you don't stand for anything. I stand for being a free man and not being tied down or forced to lead, unlike you.
Enough, both of you. There has been a dragon invading my kingdom, killing my guards. It's been attacking in the night for the past 2 weeks. I need all 3 of you to work together. I need you to kill it and bring me back all 8 of its heads.
And tension turns to interest and confusion. I'm sorry, did you just say a dragon with 8 heads? Yeah, I'm a half-orc bard. I'm not a barbarian, and I'm definitely not a fan of war or draconic beasts.
It's called the Tessa Hydra. If you manage to survive and bring back each of his heads, I'll pay you 100 gold each.
100 gold pieces each for one giant dragon? That's not good enough. And how do you know the 8 heads don't grow back? Ain't that what the myths say? If the punishment is sending me to absolute death, I'm going to need more than that. And dices are rolled, and he passes the persuasion check.
You got some nerve, pirate, demanding more than you deserve.
I will start singing until you agree to a higher pay, and he just sings. I would sing "Holding Out for a Hero," but I don't want to kill that. Need a hero, holding out for a hero till the morning light.
All right, that's enough. I've been convinced. Will 200 gold pieces satisfy you?
That'll do.
Very well. I have some gifts before you go. 3 rings of protection, 3 healing potions, 2 bags of holdings for the heads.
Carmine and Asher would take those bags.
A wand of magic missiles.
Zenmo holds on to that.
And this sword. One of the surviving guards found it. It glows within the darkness. It might help you against the dragon.
Winter's Dark Bite, a great sword now in the possession of Asher. It will be very important later.
Good luck, my friends. May the gods protect you.
And as they make their way out the door, one of the guards scolds Carmine.
Behave yourself, orc.
You know, I'm really gonna miss seeing nice like you with that stick up your own bum. See you around. And that's chapter 1. And now we go to Cursed Church. And it was high noon. And the party has been walking on the road for 1 hour. Carmine starts singing, "Bye bye, sweet devilish pie, something, 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 something." I gotta work on lyrics. "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Then a priestess appears walking up to them, who definitely heard Carmine's song, and we did not get voice actors for this in time, so I'm gonna have to improv this. "I hope you have room for God in that pie, tall one. it's missing a sprinkle of love as well. I am pleased to meet a fellow acolyte. Addressing Xenmo, they both bow with closed hands of prayer. Aster bows with one hand on his heart. Carmine just smiles and waves, like the penguins of Madagascar.
Smile away, boys.
Smile and wave. I am from a local church not far from the king's castle. I know you are hunting the Desert Hydra Dragon. I will escort you to my church, provide you with hospitality, a map, and free meals. Carmine leaning over to whisper to Aster, I'm not a fan of big religious people, but I don't trust this lady. She could be a smoker or works with courtesans. How the hell would you know? Trust me, I just know. Being a pirate is good for detecting suspicious people. If we're going to take down a dragon, we need all the help we can get. Lead the way, sister. Very well. All four of them make their way to the church. Carmine is walking around eating a big chicken drum, exploring the church. It's like, you know them those drum legs you usually get? You get like a KFC chicken bucket, like legs, thighs, no breasts. It's like big size. Like, I know you've seen it, like maybe in Shrek.
Like the turkey legs?
Yeah, they're good. It's also making me upset. I haven't been to the Renaissance Fair in 2 or 4 years.
You gotta go this year.
Hopefully. Anyways, oh yeah, that reminds me. I did try. I haven't tried on my face paint yet, but I did try on my pants. My pants came in. I gotta figure out how I'm doing the top because I'm gonna be like half naked and gotta get back in shape. But the pants fit nicely, not too tight. They don't have pockets though, so I gotta figure out pouch or a bag or a jacket.
I'll help you figure it out. We'll DIY it. But continue.
Anyways, so Carmine just walks around the church eating his big chicken drum, exploring the church, while the dwarf, druid, and priestess look at a map placed on the altar. Meet me at the altar with your map. We are here. If you continue to walk north down the road, you should find little troglodytes cavern. They worship the dragon like some kind of god, but the cavern is 5 hours away by foot. There's grasslands not far from it, where the farmers are. A good place to rest before continuing, especially since the dragon only travels at night. Also, for the people at home, troglodytes are kind of like goblins, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain the troglodyte, but let's pretend they're similar to goblins, very tiny. Anyways, Aster and Xenmo hear something in the distance behind the doors of the altar. Carmine is just oblivious, tossed out his chicken bone, wiping his hands. Wait, I hear something sounds like a ritual and smells like dark magic. Come on out, we know you're here. The side doors of the chapel open, revealing 2 cultists with blood on their face. Ugh, very Resident Evil 4-ish. Then an evil elf mage magically appears between them.
Power to our god, the Telsa Hydra. You will not stop us.
That's pretty good. Well, it's about bloody time for some action. Initiations are rolled. Carmine and Xenmo are dealing with the mage, while Aster deals with the cultist, instructing the priestess to get behind. He instructs a priestess to get behind him. Carmine tosses a dagger, and Carmine's tossed dagger and 1 charge of Xenmo's magic missiles do a good amount of damage on the mage. He only has 6 charges left. But then the mage uses his quarterstaff to badly damage Xenmo, knocking him back into Carmine. Both of the cultists try to stab Aster, but he parries both of them. And with a nat 20, the first of the adventure, Aster is able to knock out the first cultist unconscious and bleeding out. The mage dodges a sword strike from Carmine, but Xenmo's nat 20 That's another one. Does enough damage with his warhammer. Then the mage casts Sucking Grasp, and Carmine gets hit with lightning, doing a good amount of damage. Cultist 2 still fails to stab Asher. Carmine sword slashes the mage the second time, causing him to bleed a little. Then Xenmo smashes the mage's skull in with the warhammer. One down, two to go. Cultist 2 finally leaves a scar on Asher, but it did little damage to him. Asher throws a produced flame, onto the cultist's sleeve, which he quickly puts out. Carmine takes the dagger off the head of the dead mage and attempts to toss it at the last cultist. But unfortunately, the cultist dodges and stabs Asher in his right breast. What the hell? Sorry. That was meant for the other guy. Then Xenmo moves up, breaks the cultist's left leg, and smashes his skull in as well. And the fight is over. I'm sorry for killing in the house of your deity, sister. We will clean up this mess. Thank you. I did not know anybody else was here, or that the dragon had other followers. I think I need a smoke. Smoke break. Called it. Oh, is there a rope to tie this one up? They're still bleeding. Yes, there should be some in the closet. So while Xenmo starts praying, God is good, amen. Also, we're recording on Sunday. So while he's praying, Asher takes the rope out of the closet and hands it to Carmine. Then punches him in the head. Ow! I said I'm sorry for stabbing you, but now you kind of deserve it for being a dick earlier. Sorry for the language, ma'am. So 1 hour passes by. It's now 2 p.m. and the cultist begins to wake up. We got some questions for you.
To hell with you. I'll tell you nothing.
So here's how this is going down. Either I use my friend's warhammer and break every bone in your body until you tell me what I want to know. Or option B, you tell me and I might make your death quick and painless. And dice roll. He passes his intimidation check.
Alright. You don't stand a chance anyway. The dragon has been traveling to the Troglodyte Cave after a feast on humans. It's said that there's a portal to its cavern, but not before sending you to another plane.
What do you mean, another plane?
It's called the Upside Down. Same as the world you know, but dark and cold. At least that's what the rumors say. No one has ever returned in one piece, except for the Dustful Hydra.
Thanks, my friend. You did good. And then Carmine's fist aims for the nose and knocks the cultist out.
Ooh.
Was that necessary? Hey, you gotta make sure they don't try any more rituals. Not gonna kill them, just gonna keep them locked up in the confession stand until the nights come. And they say I couldn't do good in this world. The fists are E for everyone. Also, thank you, Nah Panda.
You're welcome.
As they step outside, the priestess finishes her smoke break and gives Xenmo a basket full of 3 rations of bread and fruit. Here's some food for your travels. The grasslands should be 3 hours from here. Thank you again, brother. Take care. She hugs Xenmo, then makes her way to Asher. And thank you for protecting me back there. She kisses Asher on the cheek. The druid appears flustered but is able to maintain himself. Take care of yourself. And they make their way down the road. She waves goodbye, then returns to the chapel. She definitely likes you. She was just showing her appreciation. Oh, is that what we call flirting? Is that what we call flirting now? Is that what we call flirting where you come from? Trust me, I've had my fair share of women in the past. Besides, I'm spoken for. You're lost, pal. And now, 1 hour has passed and they made it to the grasslands. Coming from the opposite side of the road is a farmer. Time for my Tennessee accent to kick in. Howdy, travelers. Name's Otis. What brings you to these neck of the woods? Hello, we're looking for big animal tracks. You haven't seen a dragon traveling these past few nights, have you? Dragons? There ain't nothing but folk tales, dragons. They don't exist. But owlbears, we get plenty of them near these farmlands. And in an instant, Asher and Xenmo hear something moving in the woods. Carmine is just oblivious. Again. He is not good at passive perception. The owlbear jumps out, leaving Carmine and Otis shocked. Ah! There goes one. Kill it! No, I'll calm it down. Asher passes his animal handling check and is able to calm down, recognizing a fellow druid. You wouldn't know where I could find dragon tracks, would you, friend? The owlbear nods. Alright, I think it's best if we rest here and then move on at night. A man talking to an owlbear? Absurd. That's it, I'm out of here. I gotta make a country outlaw character one of these days. The party, including the owlbear, set up camp and took a long rest for 6 hours. It is now 9 p.m. Asher wakes up to Carmine slowly playing his lute and mezzo piano that's like medium quiet, keeping watch. Oh good, you're awake. You talk a little in your sleep. The druid gets up, grabs his food ration, and sits by the fire. I'm surprised you haven't robbed or killed me in my sleep. We got a job to do, and you ain't worth robbing. You must really hate bandits to want to keep judging me for no reason. Bandits are the reason my family was destroyed, and I spent the rest of my life making sure my clan never suffers again from evil forces or hired guns. You haven't shown me anything the past 9 hours to prove that you stand for anything. All my damn life, I've been forced to be something. A barbaric orc, a leader, a king. Used to lose to all the other pure-blood orcs. 4 years ago, I was supposed to marry a gift Yankee wife and lead an army. Me. A leader, a king. But I don't want that responsibility, that pressure. I almost killed my dad, the king, just to escape and carve my own destiny. So let's get one thing straight, asshole. I may be a runaway prince turned pirate, but I ain't never robbed or killed anybody who didn't deserve it. And I don't know what's haunting you, but massacre or genocide just ain't my thing. I just want to be free. And he just takes a sip of his rum. I don't know where he got rum from, but let's pretend he did. I'm sorry. I lost my father years ago. He's gone and I can't change that. You've lost yours, but he's not gone yet. Not yet. There might still be time to fix this. Oh, think about it. I'm still loyal to my pirate family, the Redgraves. At least I won't have to worry about you turning into a bear and tearing me apart. Asher smirks, finishes his bread ration, then wakes up Xenmo and the owlbear. Wake up, everyone. It's time to continue on. And so the party walks into the dark for an hour, following the owlbear. Asher, a man of nature using his flame to light the way, but somehow he's gotten the party lost as he's stuck at investigation, as this is not a forest he is used to. Carmine, on the other hand, finishes his bread ration and finally notices the dragon's footprints in the dim light of the flame, and the party follows it, finally leading them to the cave an hour later. 11 p.m., they finally make it to the troglodyte cavern. Since they took too long to observe their surroundings before arriving, they awkwardly walk into a returning hunting party of 8 troglodytes in front of them. Let me get my fake goblin
And
first way.
I can, if you want me, I can take over the Trog parts. If you want me to do the Trog King as well, I can mix it up.
The Trog.
If you want to do the Trog, that's cool.
You want to do the Trogs too?
Yeah, I will be the representative of the Troglodytes entirely. I'll do the Trog and the Trog King.
Okay, take it away.
I can do 2 different voices for that. Alright, cool. Those pathetic humans didn't stand a chance. Now we have enough weapons, gold, and rations to last for the next win.
The hunting troglodyte quickly. The hunting troglodyte quickly notices the party.
Intruders! They're here to destroy our god! Kill the heretics! Kill them!
Asher and Carmine land the first cuts, killing 1 troglodyte. There's 8 of them. One of the troglodytes casted stench poison on Carmine. Oh, disgusting. But he successfully dodges it. He also dodges his claw and his bite. But the second claw hits Asher instead, and with a nat 20, knocks out the druid. But he's still bleeding.
Protect the dragon!
Asher, no!
Those damn humans!
The owlbear uses his beak to kill 1 more troglodyte, then spits it out. I guess he needed a quick snack. Then uses his claws to kill the one that almost killed Asher. Xenmo casts Healing Wood to wake Asher up to a good amount of health. Thanks, Xenmo. Don't mention it. And with another nat 20, that makes 3v1 now. Xenmo uses his Warhammer to knock 1 troglodyte's head off from his body. 5 troglodytes remain. Carmine's longsword leaves 1 troglodyte bleeding and limping. Carmine once again dodges being bitten. However, 1 troglodyte's claw slashes the owlbear, forcing some of his feathers off. Wait, what was that?
That was just me being the owlbear.
That was pretty good.
Getting hit. Oh,
Then the owlbear kills it with his beak. Another snack.
Kill those non-believers! We are outmatched, my friends. Retreat to the woods. Retreat and protect our god.
And the 4 remaining troglodytes went off into the woods. Hey, you leaving so soon, you little turds? I thought this was a party. Okay, boys, since one of us almost died, we all should definitely put on our rings of protection now. Agreed. Hey, no arguments here. Before we go into the cave, I'm going to send the owlbear off. What? Are you crazy, mate? You almost died. And you say yourself we need all the help we can get. I'm not risking one of my kind getting killed. The 3 of us can handle it on our own. Thank you for your help. But now it's time for you to head back home. Stay safe, my friend. The owlbear bows, then makes its way back through the path the party walked. When the party enters the cave, they notice 3 different paths. Left, forward, back, right. The party goes forward, then takes a left. The next room has 10 troglodytes waking up. They quickly notice the party, get skilled, and run off to the next room.
Me. What? Why are you maggots waking me up from my beauty sleep? We have intruders, your highness.
And so the party...
You 3, what do you want?
And so the party follows and makes their way into the room. Meet the Troglodyte King, who can speak Common very perfectly. We are not here to kill you all unless you give us a reason. Just tell us which way the Thessal Hydra went.
Fine. The next room over has a shrine that leads to the portal to the Cursed Labyrinth. From there, you will find your way to the Upside Down. If you survive, that is.
Thank you. The party continues on.
But if we ever see you again, our God will kill you.
Yeah, join the club. Thank you, Ben. The next room leads to a treasure room with a shrine of the Troglodyte King. He has his own shrine. This is supposed to be a treasure room? This junk is worthless. Except that vase. That doesn't look half bad. Carmine attempts to move a vase that isn't broken, which sets off a trap. The way they came in starts to collapse. Damn it, Carmine. The secret passageway hidden under the stone wall begins to open, and the warriors jump through unharmed. It's now midnight, and the party is falling down, then separated by random slides. Yeah, like it's a roller coaster or water park. They end up in a maze. Carmine finds a dead skeleton with a pouch of 29 gold pieces. Peaches? that would be funny. That would be too much fruit to handle. 29 gold pieces. Psst. Hey, buddy. You don't mind if I borrow this, do you? It looks like you won't be needing it. Oh, what's that? You don't mind? Good. Enjoy your nap. Aster senses something is up with the maze and an open path. But he walks slowly. But when he steps on something that clicks, he falls down a pit trap and loses 5 health points. Ah! Damn it! He slowly gets out, but he is now badly damaged with a hurt back. Ah! My back! That's another thing. Y'all notice in Spider-Man series, they always notice that his weakness is his back. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There was like 2 or 3 times Tobey Maguire had like back problems. And you notice it in like the last Spider-Man movie.
There was that one time in that.
I'm pretty sure that's just a
when
canon
Gwen
event.
had it.
Spider people.
We'll talk about that scene.
Well,
We'll talk about Gwen.
Gwen's back problems are worse than Tobey Maguire's. Okay, he'll be alright.
no.
He'll just take some aspirin. But Gwen Stacy, no, her back has problems.
He will be missed. Where was I? Oh yeah. He slowly gets out, but he is now badly damaged with a hurt back. He drinks a little bit of his health potion before moving on. And Xenmo, he encounters 8 living skeletons. Then Carmine asks to quickly join him, and the initiatives are rolled. Carmine... Ooh, I roll a lot for this. Carmine tosses his dagger, but misses. Xenmo channels divinity against the undead. Aster starts to defend with his scimitar, destroying one skeleton. One of the skeleton's crossbow hits Carmine. He tries to get revenge by running up and using his long sword, but he gets a nat 1 and trips. First nat 1 of the night. Xenmo uses his warhammer to break another skeleton. That's 2 down, 6 to go. One of the skeletons gets a nat 1, tries to strike but falls apart trying to swing his short sword. Carmine uses his long sword to slash another skeleton, leaving 5 left. Aster proceeds to produce flames and throw them at the skeletons. One skeleton gets a nat 20. Ooh, and slashes a lot of damage onto Xenmo. But hey, another skeleton gets a nat 1. Y'all know what happens. Carmine's longsword again, nat 20, Xenmo, nat 1, and the hammer slips from his hands like yeet, just slips out of his hands into the ground. You ever have that moment, Butterfingers? It's like that new iPhone commercial when it just slips out of your hand and accidentally crashes. No, not crass, cracks.
Art Simpson always steals my Butterfingers.
Yeah. Also, what is with all the natural hits? I don't know. It must have been my lucky day when I was doing the dice rolls. Xenmo takes a lot more damage from a bow shot, but then Xenmo casts a blessing on Asher's scimitar, blessed weapon, allowing him to destroy that skeleton who shot him. 4 minutes and we're halfway through. Then Asher gets slashed, still alive though, and is still swinging that blessed scimitar to take out 2 more skeletons. I feel like there's a joke in between this still swinging. And then there were 2. Carmine got a nat 20 and his dagger stabs and kicked the skeleton's ribs. He kicked the skeleton's ribs to break it apart. And Asher finishes the last one off, and that's it. 6 minutes of spooky, scary skeletons nonsense in a tight maze with no direction of where they need to go. Also, happy spooky season. Boys, how about I cast a blessing on us before something else tries to kill us? Yes, please. Please, my health potion is almost empty and I'm bleeding out over here. So everyone magically heals up to a good amount of health. A good amount. Not a lot, but good. Then a knight covered in armor appears through some kind of mist.
You warriors have fought valiantly.
The warriors jump and raid the weapons.
You have earned the chance to walk through the astral plane. I am Edward Metallic, a knight of old time.
Don't ask why I named him Edward Metallic. I was trying to think of a rock and roll name while listening to Metallica. Oh no. Did you want to come up with a better name or?
I don't have anything in my mind. I'm just gonna keep reading.
Okay.
The dragon you seek did come through here. He traveled through his cursed labyrinth, as it is the only way they call the upside down. It is another world within the astral plane. I have never gone through the plane myself, but I know where it is.
And he was informing the party after they slowly lowered their weapons and followed him through the midst, out the maze and through a quiet forest. They finally arrive at a giant tree with a door. When it opens, it shows an astral plane portal. Thank you for guiding us, fair knight. You should help us slay this beast.
No. Absolutely not. My time is over. I live now to guard the labyrinth. May the gods protect you, my friends.
The warriors proceed slowly through the portal, on guard. And now we have reached the upside down at 1 a.m. The warriors end up in a cold, scary, haunted forest. Red skies always lightning with no rain. Winter's dark bite, which is by Asher's side, starts to glow blue here in the dark. They get a little lost for a while as they find tracks of different animals. Soon, they approach a hill and Asher stops. Wait. I hear something. Someone is watching us. And as thunder and lightning strikes, a proud princess in knight armor appears sliding down the hill. Get it? Running up that hill, so we're just sliding down that hill. And they once again raid the weapons.
Put those toys away, boys. You wouldn't be able to harm me if you tried.
Wow, someone's a little overcompensating, considering you're outnumbered.
Well, if you think you can, you're welcome to try.
I'm gonna hold my cards on this one, because I feel like you're playing me.
Sounds like you're scared to fight.
Lady, it has been a long night. I am not trying to waste my energy while my balls are freezing out here. Who are you anyway?
I'm a princess from another universe.
You became a knight instead of a queen in your world? Alright, that's pretty impressive. You know, I'm somewhat of a prince myself, except the kingdom isn't humans, it's orcs, and we're trying to mate and team up with Gift Yankee for some stupid reason. I see you giving me the death stare. You want to share something with the group, tree lover? I'm freezing to death over here. Have you been following us this whole time?
Yeah, I saw you all when the portal opened. I mean you no harm. I have my own mission, but I know how to find the dragon.
How?
It traveled past here a few hours ago. There's a special plant 2 miles from here that can open a door to the astral plane. However, the plant needs the blood of a monster. Luckily for you three, I know where to find one.
And they all walk together for a mile. 30 minutes later, they find 2 demigorgons hunting, and everybody should know what a demigorgon looks like. But for those who haven't seen Stranger Things, imagine a creature, human shape, but ugly gray skin and the face of a flower plant, and a wormhole mouth.
Doesn't it have thousands of teeth too?
Oh yeah, that too. Wait, that's the monster? Ugh, that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Alright, princess, so how are we gonna get the blood from these creatures?
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to fight and kill it first. We'll need to lure it in. Cut your palms and it will be able to smell the small amount from your hand that you spilled.
Carmine becomes shocked in disbelief. Hell to the no. Cut myself to lure an ugly ass monster. Guys, this is a bad idea. We don't even know how fast these freaks are or what they can do. You got a better idea? While we freeze to death and the window to catch the dragon goes smaller? No. Damn it, this is gonna sting. And all 3 of them spill their blood, cutting their palms. They only lose 1 health point. But it takes the demogorgons 6 minutes to show up. But before that, everyone passes the time with conversation. Well, this is taking too long. So, what brings you out here, princess?
I'm looking for an old, evil sorcerer. I hear he lives around here.
Lives here? He must have terrible taste to be living somewhere this cold. Good luck with that. So, guys, any plans after all this is over? I actually haven't thought about it. I'll probably head back to my church back home and heal the locals. Probably head back to the grove to check on my people, or catch up with some old hired guns. Well, I'm gonna reunite with my pirate crew, the Woodgraves. I thought you'd reunite with your tribe. They'll probably try to kill me if I ever went back. Besides, I can't abandon my crew. And I think our 4-year anniversary is coming up. That's a sneak peek to the Woodgraves campaign, homebrew, coming soon. Well, just consider what I said.
They're here.
Asher feels a stronger presence to the winter's dark bite in the upside down. Everyone listen, imagine it's a bootleg glow sword from The Hobbit, whatever it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that sword from The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit that glows in the darkness. Feels a stronger presence with the sword in the upside down. He hits a nat 20 and does a good amount of damage. Yeah, does a good amount of damage to the first Demigorgon. They realize that they can regenerate health points. Great. And Asher dodges the Demigorgon's attacks.
Sting. That's what it's called. That's what the sword was called. Sting.
Thank you. Did a good amount of damage to the first Demigorgon. They realize they can regenerate health points, and Asher dodges the Demigorgon's attacks. The second Demigorgon bites on Xenmo on his first attack, but trips due to a nat 1 on his second attack, and Carmine performs Bardic Inspiration. Come on, we got this, and plays Bill Cooder instrumental on the lute guitar. Dun 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 dun. Wow, 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 wow. He cuts Demigorgon number 2 with his sword. Proud Princess hits a nat 20 and makes the Demigorgon 1 bleed even more. Nice. But once again, it regenerates 10 health points, then his claws leaves Aster bleeding from the side and in critical damage. Ah! His earlier wounds feel sore as well in the upside down. Xenmo's Warhammer hits a natural 20 on Demigorgon number 2. The Warhammer is definitely the MVP of the story. It regenerates again and takes a deep bite into Xenmo, then claws Carmine near the heart. Carmine survives his death save. He survives his death save and gains relentless endurance.
Let's go.
Not dead yet. He wastes his healing potion on himself. He doesn't gain a lot of health points back, and it takes longer to heal, the longer they are still in the upside down, unfortunately. Aster casts Flame Blade and burns Demigorgon 1. Then he wild shapes into a direwolf, same as he did in the ending of Our Lady of Chaos, and he bites the creature, who only takes half damage from that. This time, that Demigorgon does not regenerate, because it's still burning. But it does manage to take a small bite into Aster's direwolf form. Xenmo casts Channel Divinity, Preserve Life, to give the party a lot more health points. Then, he turns his Warhammer into a spiritual weapon and swings Demigorgon 2 into a tree. But of course, you know what happens next. It regenerates and claws the direwolf twice, leaving it in a strong, limping pain. Almost like that dog that was in a bear trap in Resident Evil 4. Carmine damages Demigorgon 2 again with his sword, but hits a nat 1 with his dagger strike and takes a few damage from his claws. Direwolf Aster bites Demigorgon 1. It takes half damage but does not regenerate still due to burning. A nat 1, it coughs up its own blood, but then claws Aster out of his direwolf form, so he's back to human form. And it brings Carmine down to 1 health point again. Yeah, this battle is not going great. The Proud Princess, however, gathers enough strength to kill 1 Demigorgon, slowly bleeding out.
Fuck. The more you talk, like, the more you bleed out. So just imagine my face is, like, really... I'm just really focused and angry and, like, putting all my strength into this.
Very prideful. Like...
Is it? I think that's how it works.
Yeah, very prideful.
You know what
like,
I mean?
Yeah, like Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins.
I still have to watch that.
He's the buff one with the power of the sun. There's a whole Black Air Force video about it. I'll tell you about it later. Now, here's when everything went to hell. Demigorgon 2 regenerates and claws Xenmo deep into his body, and then he dies. No last words. Xenmo! The party, enraged, Carmine stabs it twice with his dagger and sword. Aster produces a flame and tosses it at the Demigorgon. Then Carmine stabs it again with his sword. The Demigorgon, burning and not regenerating, tries to claw the princess, but is countered and takes even more damage. Because the princess cannot be harmed. Aster wild shapes into an owlbear this time, bites it with his beak, and its claws hit a nat 20 and decapitates it. And just like that, the Demigorgons were slain. And at this time, the party is now at level 4, and Carmine will later become a better firearm specialist in the future. Very useful for pirates.
Quickly, use a bottle to collect the beast's dripping blood.
Asher uses his empty health potion vial to fill it with the Demigorgon's blood, while Carmine is holding the now dead Xenmo in anger and sadness.
I might have to find a way to bring him back.
How?
I have a tablet of reawakening. It only has one use, but it will bring him back in an instant.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's bring the old dwarf back.
Not so fast. If I give you this, I need you both to agree to help me with my mission the next time we meet.
Are you crazy, sister? You want our help to find an old man in this hell? We barely survived this.
You seem pretty capable to me, and the two of you can't take that dragon on by yourselves. Will you help me or not?
Deal. Come on. We need his help. Fine. We'll help you. Just bring him back. And so the proud princess uses the tablet of reawakening to bring Xenmo back. Watch the ending to Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves to see how this works. The tablet casts true resurrection, and a few seconds later, he wakes up. Oh, I was having such a good nap. Why is it so cold? Welcome back, old man. Carmine picks him up and Bill hugs him. Because orcs are very strong. Ow, my back. We've got the creature's blood. Now what?
Follow me.
The princess escorts them to a cavern with glowing flowers.
To open the portal to the astral plane, you'll need to pour all the blood on the flowers closest to the tree.
I'll do it. I've had enough of this damn cold realm. He pours the blood onto the flower, and as it blinks rapidly, it's starting to glow and hiss. He needs to pass his dexterity save. Yup. He passes his dexterity save and jumps back quickly. And in an instant, a cross-planar gate opens. Thank you so much for bringing me back. Take care. Xenmo walks through the portal.
Don't forget our deal. Either of you.
Yeah. How will we know how to find you again? I don't want to go back into that labyrinth ever again.
Don't worry. I'll find you. Just be ready when I do.
Well, Carmine tries to hug her, but she's not a hugger. She does not lift her arms. Okay, not a hugger. Well, see ya, sister. He tips his hat and walks through the portal. Asher shakes her hand. Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
Thank you, co-host. Now everyone has walked through the portal. They appear at a cavern at 2:45 a.m. What the hell? I can see the king's castle from the far side of this cave, mates. Hopefully it's not that far back to the king. Seeing as I almost died, we should probably take a short rest, heal, and warm up. Yeah, I agree. Plus, I see the dragon's tracks leading into the cave, so it probably returned from its hunt. I'll keep watch. And so, 2:45, I believe this is a short rest. They wake up at 8:45 or 9 a.m. in the morning. Everyone except Xenmo, who's probably exhausted, wakes up and walks to the entrance. Carmine casts Bardic Inspiration, once again singing, "Hit me with your best shot, hit me with your best shot, hit me with your best shot, fire away." Dun, 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 dun. First, they see flowers lighting up in the dark. Then, in the next room, they see 3 giant spiders hanging, and everyone sneaks by slowly. The spiders did not bother them, probably too busy protecting their eggs. little spiders. Xenmo gets distracted by the pit that requires a long jump to get to the other side. Meanwhile, Asher and Carmine find the secret passes and all three of them go through it. Next, they find a room of 10 troglodyte worshippers. Carmine casts invisibility for 1 hour for the whole party. Unfortunately though, our dwarf Xenmo has heavy armor, but he passes his dexterity stealth check. Asher and Carmine move quickly while Xenmo successfully moves slowly. Some troglodytes hear noise from the armor, but think it's stolen coins or wobblings from the dragon. The next room has a pond with an ultra jelly in it. The invisible party walks by, leaving it alone. But Tyler, you sure you didn't want to be the jelly for comedy reasons?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm not good at comedy.
Okay. So we just walk by. Then there's a room with offerings that the party definitely takes. Or at least Carmine is definitely going to take it. Really? Right now. I can't change who I am. He's just living in gangster's paradise. No. A buccaneer's paradise. There's coins, gems, and artwork, and Carmine finds gauntlets of ogre power that makes his strength 19 in his ability check. Oh yeah, I am definitely holding on to this. Finally, y'all, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Final stress. Finally, they find the Desert Hydra dragon sleeping. Xenmo casts Shield of Faith on Carmine. Asher and Carmine, who are still invisible, successfully cut off 2 heads. Oh good, it doesn't grow extra heads. Then Carmine accidentally steps on a tree branch, waking the dragon, and Asher wasn't fast enough to cut off another head, so big bad boss fight. Initiatives are rolled. Asher uses his scimitar and flame blade to cut 1 head off. That means 5 more to go. Carmine once again casts Bardic Inspiration, playing crazy on you on the loop. Dun da da dun dun da dun. Dun da 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 da. Xenmo casts his magic missiles, blasting off 1 head, shooting out the eyes of 2 other heads. The Desert Hydra's flurry of bites only takes half damage onto Xenmo, but he's now a little poisoned. Asher uses Winter's Dark Bite to cut off 2 more heads, leaving 2 more to go, and the dragon is now in critical health. Xenmo's last charges of magic missiles shoots the dragon through the heart, successfully killing it. It wasn't so difficult. Xenmo heals himself from the poison bite. Well, that wasn't too bad. Quite the workout though. Woo! A whole day for 1 dragon. Let's cut off the last 2 heads. So they do cut off the last 2 heads and put them all in 2 separate bags of clothing that Carmine and Asher carry and drag them back. Then the 10 troglodytes from before now notice the 3 as they are no longer invisible.
The dragon has been slain. All hail our new gods.
They all bow down and they lead the party to a secret exit out of the cavern. And an hour later, they deliver the heads to the king.
You, my friends, you have saved us from the dragon's massacre. The heads will look good on my wall. Here's your payment, plus a little extra for the riches you brought back. Now, let's celebrate.
Celebrate good times, come on. The whole castle celebrates. Xenmo feasts with his fellow dwarves. Asher notices the nun from yesterday, now wearing a dress, checking him out. Oi, what you doing, man? Go dance with her. If you think I'm about to sleep with this woman, you might need to go back to the Upside Down. Please don't remind me of the cold. Besides, a tiefling friend of mine is probably wondering where I've been this past week. Reference to Our Lady of Chaos, probably hinting a future one-shot. Oh, come on! We just survived dying at the hands of a dragon, and troglodytes, and cultists, and ugly-ass monsters. You could use one night to loosen up. Well, just one dance. Where are you gonna go? Find the boat to the nearest tavern, and meet up my party. You cool, mate? Asher shakes his hand. See you around, Forest boy. And so the druid shares a dance with the nun, and the half-orc makes his escape out of the kingdom to return to his pirate crew. And that's the end of that story. But, post-credit scene, the proud princess continues walking through the forest of the Upside Down until she finally finds a castle a mile away.
Finally, I found you.
The camera zooms through the castle to a skeleton-like old man with one eye and one arm finally awakening. And we're gonna leave it at that cliffhanger. Thank you all.
This was really dope.
Appreciate you all being here. That was only an hour. That was fun, and I'm glad to introduce all three of my original characters. I have one or two more, and I'm gonna finish posting and editing the group one shot of Stranger Things, Hunting Desert Hydra. Continue writing the Weird Graves, and me and my co-host Elisa, we're going to record a one shot soon.
Yes, and I'll be playing as Rhea. You guys were introduced to Rhea, the tiefling, the sorcerer, draconic tiefling, I believe in Our Lady of Chaos. So look out for more adventures.
Yes, and I will be returning as Heartgood the Wise, and it's going to be a Baldur's Gate 3 prequel. Yeah, we're going to Baldur's Gate. And with that being said, we will see you all next time. This is XXC signing off. Peace.